asked me, are fashion college guys gay? Dude, that is so wrong.
Who asked you this?
A person, a lot of people,
Huh.
they just come up to me and ask, is it true that all guys in fashion college are gay? What do you
they
guys
do.
girls even do?
They do have a pink hair. They do color their
not
hair.
all of them.
Huh.
Not all of them. Like that's a wrong notion. Like some might be, some might not be. Okay. You can't just.
But let's be
make
honest,
it
they do
gay.
look gay.
You've been running through my mind, yeah. Every morning I just need you by my side, and I've been waiting for a lifetime, girl. All the waiting got me feeling.
Are we rolling? Okay. Welcome to Fourth Phase Podcast. Clap, 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 clap. The podcast for the people. Hello, Nikhila. How are you?
Hi, I'm fine. How are you?
Is this your first time?
Yeah,
doing
this
a
is my
podcast?
first time.
Are you feeling awkward?
Like this. Yeah, little.
The lights are on your face. Is the lights fine
No,
or
this is
it's fine? We need proper lighting and proper angles. You know, we took a lot of time. Me and Satvik do a lot of work behind the screen to get the lighting right. So, yeah, a brief. What do you do? How is life? How's everything? Have you quit your job yet?
I did quit my job. I sent in my resignation,
Huh.
and I already took the plunge. And to add up to that, my landlord called me like end of that month, and
The same house in Kormangla? The same house in Kormangla.
Yes.
Your landlord called.
HSR. Yeah, the landlord called and they're like they want to renovate the place
Huh.
and convert it into a 2 BHK.
So he wants you to move out.
Yeah. So now I have to find a job
place.
or figure out my finances and I need to find a place, a budget.
Huh.
So there's a lot of things for me to do.
But you know
right
what?
now.
You know what you can do now is you can try to figure out for a job, and then get a house beside
job
the.
takes too much of my mind space. Like corporate lifestyle is not for me. I have understood that. I don't do well.
What do you mean
my
you don't
graph
do
is
well?
going down.
Huh.
I find that it's kind of suppressive, and I'm somebody who's very creative, and all my life I've been creative.
Huh.
Anybody tries to suppress me, I break free and flee from there. That has happened all the time.
From childhood.
Yes, from childhood. They ask me to stay at home, I'll find ways how to sneak out.
But let's go back to your childhood. Where did you start? Where were you born? And what do you
I was
study?
born in Hyderabad, brought up there too.
Hyderabad.
Yes.
How's Hyderabad?
Hyderabad is not Nawabi only. It's Telugu also. It's Telugu. It's a lot of Nawabi culture, Mughlai culture, because we were ruled by Nizams for a very long time.
Huh.
And
But how's the crowd there? How are people?
the crowd is it's chill if it's people of our age, but they're still very narrow-minded and judgmental.
That happens everywhere in India.
Yeah, so Bangalore is much better in terms of that.
In terms of people being open.
Yeah, people being open.
Got
new
it.
things, new people, new ideologies.
Got it. And you did in your college in Hyderabad itself?
Yeah, in Hyderabad.
Where?
Schooling and college. It's called Hamstead. It's a university.
I've never asked you this before, right?
Yeah,
I don't know if
you
it's for podcast or I've never asked where you have studied before.
You know that I studied fashion.
I know you studied fashion, but I've never asked you. Like, we have spoken so many times, I've never asked. Great. I think we have some content for podcast finally.
Good. So yeah, I studied after my +2. I went for a degree in fashion and arts. That's where I graduated. And then I didn't want to be in Hyderabad.
I know.
So I moved out of my home.
Where do you come? Where do you come from Hyderabad? Bangalore.
I came to Bangalore.
Yeah.
from
And did I meet you? When did we meet first? When was it?
To be honest, you are one of the first friends that I made in Bangalore.
Seriously?
At The Animal. It was my first week in Bangalore.
Huh.
And we met at this cafe at The Animal.
Yeah, I think that's the first time. That was your first week in Bangalore. This is third or fourth day I met.
I was still finding for a place. You helped me find a place.
Yeah.
also.
I think the third or fourth day we met.
Yeah.
And what was your first impression of Bangalore? How was Bangalore?
It's so happening. And happening is like the most happening word also in Bangalore.
You were at the most happening place. Yeah.
The Kormangla is happening.
Yeah,
The
it's-
happening word is a lot.
And
I hear it everywhere.
you, I think the first time I came there, I came there I googled vegan retreat. I was bored at home. I just wanted to figure out what to do in the weekends. Then I figured out this vegan retreat. I was like, let me go give it a shot. And then we went there. How's the food?
You went for a vegan retreat from Yelahanka to Kormangla?
No, not vegan retreat. I just went for an event. What do you say? Yenanka? It's not Yenanka. It's Yelahanka. Say it again. Yelahanka. Yeah, Yelahanka. Yenanka. It's what the fuck?
I don't know the pronunciation.
What the fuck is
I'm still
Yenanka?
learning.
But yeah, I came there. So food sucked. Let's be honest.
Yeah, some things are good, some things are not.
What was good? Name one dish that was good.
I can't remember what we ate. It
Yeah.
was months ago, almost a year ago.
And it was like mud. We ate literally mud and nothing tasted.
That particular day, it was not good, to be honest. But sometimes
That coffee
the
also is
branches are-
overrated.
Dude, coffee is not having milk. It's coconut milk, so you have to adjust on the taste.
Yeah,
You
I'm-
chose to go there. You can't.
Are you vegan?
I'm not a vegan.
So
I'm a
why
vegetarian.
did you go there?
I was living in the hostel, so
Yeah, it's a
something's
hostel.
happening down there. So let's go.
Is
be
it still
part
that
of
good?
this event.
Is that place still that good?
The place is really good in Kormangla. Among all the hostels, I like the animal.
What was your first impression of me when you met? What was your first impression?
Funny. The
Come-
word funny came to.
Just one thing funny. Come on,
Yeah, funny, techie.
techie.
We're talking about IT in that conversation.
Did we talk?
Yeah, you were talking. Everybody, there was a round of introduction
Huh.
in that event.
Oh yeah, after that
Yes,
amazing
yes,
food we had.
Yeah,
Amazing food. Yeah. Yeah. Huh.
So yeah, your introduction was also like kind of funny, and I
Yeah.
understood you are a techie. Like okay.
So
just-
boring it was, yeah. I don't know. I've never been to that place after that again. One time I came to pick you up somewhere there, I
Yeah,
guess.
there. Yeah.
After that, do you go to that place regularly?
No, I like this one thing called Blue Magic. It's a drink. I like that drink very much. It's like very relaxing.
Is it a mocktail?
It's not a mocktail. It's called Blue Magic. It has blue spirulina, coconut milk, lion's mane, and some.
What's
super
lion's
funny
mane?
ingredients.
What's like?
It's-
Look at them
it's
hogging
a
on fucking
mushroom.
chicken. Why are we talking about vegan food? Someone should pan the camera there. Are you having chicken too?
Turn the camera.
These guys are Brahmin, Kal Brahmin. Even I'm a Brahmin, bro. Relax. They should like pan it.
एक साला कुकर खाना खा.
ये कुकर खाना खाता है रोज.
That
That
was
thing.
so funny.
Yeah, that was his idea to cut
That
that.
was so funny.
Yeah. So you like lions? What's lion's mane?
It's a mushroom. It's a superfood. Apparently has a lot of health
Oh,
benefits.
the superfood culture.
Yes.
Are you into superfoods?
Yes, I'm into superfoods.
There's some A1 greens, no? A1 greens.
No, I don't know about that.
There's some greens which you get. Superfoods are really expensive, and it doesn't make sense to pay so much money for just a supplement. These are supplements, right?
These are not really supplements. You can't call it a supplement because see, oranges have vitamin C. Instead of eating oranges, if you're taking vitamin C tablets, you can call it supplements.
Huh.
But superfoods, it's like lion's mane powder. Blue spirulina comes from seaweed. That itself is
Seaweed?
Yeah, that itself is slightly processed, and that's an ingredient. It's not a supplement.
And how have people explored all these things? How did people explore all these
I think Western culture
has caught
started
up
it
to us.
first,
Yeah.
and now people really got into it here. And it's not there anywhere in India. I think I'm seeing it in Bangalore.
Oh.
Superfood.
In Hyderabad is
No,
what
no,
it wasn't
In
there.
Hyderabad, it's not.
It's not that
Yeah.
cool. Lion's mane and all you want
The
to get.
Hyderabad.
Gomkura chutney you'll get.
Gongura chutney.
That's the only thing you'll
You'll
get.
get Gongura chicken also. You can try.
Gomkura chicken. I've tried it. It's really good.
Mm.
There's a place close.
Andhra food is really good.
The best.
I'm a vegetarian, but I'm an ex-non-vegetarian also.
What do you mean you're vegetarian? We have had chicken.
We had chicken?
Never?
No.
Never?
We didn't have chicken.
Not once?
No, we didn't have chicken.
When did you turn vegetarian?
Before coming to Bangalore.
You don't have-
Months before coming to Bangalore.
You don't have Meghna's chicken biryani also?
No. I had the biryani because they pack it separately, right?
Oh.
So I tasted the biryani that way.
But have you never found a chicken piece inside the Meghna biryani, just rice
No.
packet? Never.
I ate it only like twice or thrice. So
Yeah, the food. Do you think?
See, I don't eat biryani in Bangalore
Huh?
because I'm a Hyderabadi.
Look at them flexing, bro. Fucking all they have is one fucking paradise biryani. It's
You
overrated.
don't know Hyderabad. Do you know Hyderabad?
Okay, what
Paradise is not
name
all that
5 top
matters.
biryani places in Hyderabad according to Nikhila. Yeah.
Okay, Meridian,
First Meridian,
Bawarchi.
Bawarchi. So Meridian is what type of biryani?
It's all Hyderabadi biryani. All the places I'm naming.
Hyderabadi biryani.
There
And
is no types of biryani in Hyderabad. There is biryani and there is pulao, which is veg.
okay, what was the first one?
Meridian
Meridian.
Meridian.
Second,
and Bawarchi.
Bawarchi.
And there's Shadab.
Shadab.
Yeah,
Huh.
that's an old city. It's
Huh.
somewhere around Charminar.
Huh.
And yeah, actually these are the top 3.
Top
which
3.
I
Paradise
like.
you don't even count
No,
it.
Paradise was good years ago, but the management and the owner and everything changed, and it's just a name, Paradise. It's no more. The taste is not there anymore.
Yeah, the one thing you should appreciate Bangalore is that Meghna's Biryani throughout their life. How long has it been since Meghna's Biryani opened? Google it. How long has it been since Meghna's? 20 years? I think more than 20 years they have maintained their recipe. They've not fucked it up. It's been the same. You should try Nagarjun's Biryani in Bangalore. Have you tried it?
No.
Opposite to Meghna's.
It's this Andhra
Andhra.
place, right?
Dude, Andhra cuisine is
It's
the
okay.
best.
I'll eat biryani in Hyderabad only.
Only. Hyderabad
But
biryani
I
is...
can't eat it now because I'm a vegetarian. So I kind of left biryani.
Say live for camera.
No, I really left eating non-vegetarian.
When?
This happened more than a year ago.
Seriously?
Seriously.
You never
I'm
had chicken?
surprised you didn't know. We never had chicken.
We never had chicken, my
No.
god. I don't even remember it. I think we have had...
See, I live in HSR. You live in Yelahanka.
Thank god, not Yenanka.
So we don't meet that often.
But whenever we have met, we have had food.
Yeah, but not non-veg.
Yeah. Not non-veg ever, no?
First time we had vegan food. So
Chai, no, dude. And do you remember what we spoke about the first time? We spoke for 4 hours the first time. Do you remember? Like we were speaking
yes,
about.
Yes, we were just sitting right
yeah,
there.
right there. And we were speaking
the
about.
conversation just kept going.
And we were speaking about how the West is caught up to the Indian culture.
Yeah.
We can't speak about certain topics, but
Yes.
yeah. And there was few people in the circle who
Yes,
used.
who we spoke about. Guilty.
I don't think we should talk. But yeah, what do you think about that West culture catching up to India? What do you think about the West trying to influence India? How do you think
I
Bangalore
think
crowd
it's
is?
not the West influencing us. It is us who are running behind the Western culture, leaving behind ours.
So, any culture is sustainable once you tap into the Gen Z and millennial crowd. You have to tap into the young youth. If you can't tap into the young youth, then the culture is not going to propagate and not going to sustain for a long amount of time.
So, in terms, when it comes to youth, it comes to parenting also. It comes to who our parental generation was. Our parental generation has seen wars, they have seen independence, and all these things, right? It was this was the era where our culture was corrupted and changed and translated by British. When they have come to India, they have translated Sanskrit into English and changed the entire meaning of it. And they, for example, let's take caste. There is no caste system in our culture. It is varnas. Varnas is basically what
What's
a
varnas?
person. Varna is basically what a person does, who he is. If you are a businessman, your varna would be a Vaishya. If you are a king, you are a Kshatriya. Okay, if you are somebody who takes care of animals, you would be that's something like, I think, Yadav. Yes. So it's like that. There is it depends on what you do. It is not who your father is, who your ancestors is. It's not your bloodline. You can always change your varna. But British has translated it
I get it.
into caste. And it turned into bloodline. And there came in untouchability, there came in so many things. people started believing that is our culture, that our culture itself is suppressive.
So what is our culture? What, like, let's assume a youth comes. Let's assume a 19-year-old in Bangalore is studying in MCC. You know MCC, Mount
I
Carmel.
don't know.
So it's like the girls' college, like
Okay.
where you find all hot girls. Huh?
Mm.
So what will that girl need to? What does the girl has to do so that she doesn't get influenced by Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, and start doing stupid shit on Instagram? Instead, follow an Indian culture. How do you? Let's talk about the real.
So we can't really make somebody do something. See, we are all in a loop.
Correct.
We are following what we are. We are influenced under certain thing.
Correct.
Even the education system, the colleges we go to, is British standardized education.
I get what you're trying
That
to
is
say.
what we're following.
Yeah.
Right? So they will definitely not teach about our culture, and our textbooks are also influenced by who the minister, educational minister is at that certain time, who has made these textbooks.
Huh.
Okay, so it is their ideology is directly reflecting on us. Like for example, Mahatma Gandhi is the father of our nation, and we look up to him. I looked up to him all his life.
Huh.
And then later, when I have done my own research and I have looked at people who's done good research, had resources for certain information, and I understood that it's not what we have been taught. When you do your own research, you will understand that. So it starts with your own research. Research is not again just typing on Google.
I know, but
It's like digging deep. So
but how would you recommend? Like, what should I do to follow an Indian culture? That's my question. Yeah, like, let's say I want to be an Indian. We're recording this on Independence Day. Let's say I want to be an Indian.
you are an Indian.
I am an Indian. Yes, I am an Indian. I'm a proud Indian.
Yes.
I'm a bloody hell proud Indian. But I don't know how to not get influenced by Western culture, because that answers the same question that we are in a loop, and eventually we will be, how much ever we try. That's the sad reality.
Yeah, that's a sad reality.
But then what we have to try to do is try to reduce this as much as we can.
We can reduce, because we have to be very conscious of the content we are consuming. We are in a constant loop of consuming content, but not doing anything out of it.
What are some of the content you consume? Like, who are your favorite? Let's like keep it spicy. Who are your favorite Instagram, YouTube content creators? Who do you?
Instagram, YouTube content creators. Yeah.
Who do you follow?
Uh,
Whose content do you like?
I used to like this guy called Jay
Shetty.
Jay Shetty.
Huh.
But I think lately it's kind of commercialized. Initially it was like very good, very fresh, and it was mind opening. It was like, okay, I'm learning something new. It was like eye opening.
Huh.
But lately it's like very commercialized.
Have you ever been able to relate? I don't know, recently you say that you're not, but in the past I've never.
No, I don't relate to him. In the beginning I used to relate, and I used to like try to understand and do my research on what he's talking about, what it is about. But lately it's just the same thing repeating, and I don't know, it's very commercialized. It's become cringy and silly. To be honest, it's silly.
Cringy and silly.
Yeah.
What happened to fashion? Like, why did you quit fashion?
I didn't quit fashion. It's there
Huh.
behind my
No, like
in the back of my head. It's always there. In terms of job, I didn't pursue it in Hyderabad because the fashion industry, the fashion career, and the whole industry is it is actually very toxic in Hyderabad. The opportunities are like very thin. Even if you're getting the opportunity after so much competition that there is, the one who has influence gets picked at the last. And they're not even paid. They make you work for like long hours. They make you go around places for sourcing. They make you, it's not easy, you know. People think that fashion is, it's fun, it's easy. That's what is the notion, but it's not really that. It is just as difficult as any other career. So it's like long hours of sitting and sketching, going out and sourcing. Nobody cares if there's sun, rain or whatever. It has to be done. Okay.
What does a fashion person do, dude? In reality, what do you think about what do fashion people even do?
So in fashion there
Like
are
after
again
let's say you go to
subcareers.
which you again you said you
Hamster.
hamstring. Let's say you finished your degree
Yeah.
and it's a 5-year course, right?
3 years.
3-year course. You finish that. So what happens? Do you guys have college placements?
Yeah, we had shitty college placements.
What happens? Explain me. How was okay? Before that, how was your college life? How were people in fashion
Dude,
college?
my college life, half of it has gone lockdown, and I hate that part
What do you mean? Half of us had gone into lockdown.
because there was COVID, right? It was
But was it online all throughout?
yeah, and fashion is something you learn practically. It is not like theory is very less.
Huh.
It's more practical, like sketching. You need that guidance for somebody to sit beside you and guide you through your drawings and strokes. And the teaching is happening online. It's not very
How long was it
efficient
online?
because they need to check all over the class and they cannot go through every person's sketch in a span of 3 hours.
Huh.
And like when it comes to stitching also, stitching and calculations and garment construction, cutting. So when there is when some line or some angle is gone off by a centimeter, you can't really understand that online, right? So when
So how
there's
long?
somebody-
How long did you have classes for online classes?
we
out of
had
3
it
years?
like for 1.5, 2 years almost.
So the first year, second year, or
My
second
first semester was over, and then lockdown happened.
till like end.
Yeah, like for 1.5 years.
It's the most depressing thing that can ever happen to a
Yeah,
person.
it was like very bad. And considering that I was in a convent all my life,
Huh.
in a girls' college, and I was like really looking forward to go to college.
And like, look at guys, cute guys.
Not guys. Dude, it's fashion college.
Fashion college doesn't
it's
have-
having very less guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fashion guys don't have guys.
And I don't know why, but the world, all my friends outside of college, they just come and ask me, are fashion college guys gay? Dude, that is so wrong.
Who asked you this?
A lot of people,
Huh.
they just come up to me and ask, is it true that all guys in fashion college are gay? What do
mean,
you
they do.
girls even do?
They do have a pink hair. They do color their
not
hair.
all of them.
Huh.
Not all of them. Like that's a wrong notion. Like some might be, some might not be. Okay. You can't just.
But
like,
let's be
label
honest, they
them
do
gay.
look gay. It's a controversial
I
statement.
think it's your perspective of gay.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe they're just being more fashionable according to them.
Yeah, even that fashion has been influenced by West again. So,
Yeah, of course.
if we root to an Indian fashion, we should wear veshti, dhoti and go around and wear.
Yeah, like why don't you go wear a lungi and
But
go
it's,
to a mall?
but it's never cool. Like, it's not cool. I don't know.
See, where this is the thing. Like
That's
your
I don't.
resistance-
Maybe I don't have the balls to do it.
Your resistance to be cool, which is the cool defined by Western culture.
Would you wear sari everywhere you went out?
Yeah, I would wear it.
But
I
people
would not
don't wear
feel
it.
uncool or something about it. I would feel more sexy about it, honestly.
But people don't wear it, right? People don't wear it.
They do wear, it's just that in terms of today, sari it's time consuming.
Time
to
consuming,
wear.
and it's also a little
Yeah.
hot. Like,
It's not like it depends on the sari you're wearing also. It's just like time consuming.
don't you feel
to
hot once you wear like a good sari, sexy sari and all?
Wear. No,
Isn't it? Doesn't it trap heat? I feel like sari does.
it depends on the fabric that
Okay.
it is. If it's a cotton or some cotton category fabric, you will not feel hot. It should be comfortable. People want to wear like very tight blouses and these rayon saris, nylon saris, which are like very fancy to look hot. Then of course it will be uncomfortable.
Girls do look hot in saris, though. Come on. Girls do look hot in good saris. All these boys who have looked at girls in annual day, all functions. No.
Yeah.
Girls
I
do
know.
look hot in saris. But they should not wear it every day. They should only
Then
wear
it
it.
will not look sexy
Yeah,
anymore,
exactly.
right?
Yeah. You should only wear it sometimes and not like every day.
That is the problem, We want to look cool and uncool. This is the thing. It's not about culture. People are not consciously doing or choosing what they do
Yeah.
or what they consume, what they eat. Everything. Nobody is conscious about anything that they do.
That's how life is. We watched Barbie versus Oppenheimer. Did you watch? We watched Oppenheimer, right?
Oppenheimer, we watched.
how is? Tell me honestly, retrospectively, do you like it?
I loved it.
I actually didn't like the last 20-30 minutes part. It got a little confusing.
Was it like depressing?
No, it got a little confusing, no? I felt the last 20-30 minutes I got a little confused.
I think you need to like Nolan's movies are like that, you know, you have to watch it 2 to 3 times.
You have to be prepared.
You actually understand what's going on. Like when you understand, it's actually very deep.
You watched Barbie also?
No, I didn't watch Barbie.
Why? I thought
chose
you
not
bought
to.
Barbie clothes and all. You were like, I'll go watch it with pink dress.
I did want to for the sake of Instagram.
For the sake of Instagram. You bought a Barbie cloth as well, no? From where did you buy?
I bought it on Myntra.
The pink color one.
Yes.
And then you didn't go watch it?
No, but I used it for something else though.
Why? Okay. You didn't go...
No, I
you
didn't watch Barbie.
Huh.
Because I think it's just a marketing move.
Yeah, explain. I want to know this. Explain the entire thing, whatever happened behind Barbie. Like, what did they do? What was the Barbie trend all about? I wanted to know from you.
Disclaimer, I didn't watch Barbie, but yes. So, the reason for this movie is Mattel, the parent company for Barbie. So, Barbie was like a very feministic brand and people looked at it like suppressing women.
Okay.
And stereotypical thing. Pink is a girl's color, that sort of thing in the 2000s. And when people started having different ideologies about feminism and breaking stereotypes, that's when they started ditching Barbie. And the Barbie's market is like really down. So now Mattel wanted to bring it up. So they made this movie and every girl relates to Barbie from her childhood. Movies, dresses, playing with the dolls and everything. Like Barbie is definitely the first doll every girl played with, I'm sure. So to bring Barbie back into the market, so they made the movie and they have done brand collaborations and the dolls, the sales are up, their stocks are up now.
Okay.
And every brand started collaborating with Barbie, like big brands like Aldo, and they have like a collection, limited edition collection Barbie. And
every brand.
Yeah, and also in the movie, whatever clothes Barbie has worn, clothes, accessories, footwear, Zara, H&M, all these brands
have tapped into that.
Had tapped into that.
And they give a commission.
Actually a collaboration. They're not tapped into it, but these are sold on H&M and Zara.
So, but the commission goes to Barbie, right? Every time.
Yeah, they pay a certain amount to Barbie, right?
That's what a business they have turned out.
Yeah, so it's marketing. Like before this movie, did you hear about Barbie?
Never.
Like, for 10 years it was dead.
Yeah.
For more than 10 years it was dead. Now
they were a kids brand.
Now people are following Barbie core fashion. So it is leading to consumerism and more sales for all these brands.
Yeah.
So this is the move. And we are definitely in a loop. So we will go watch and buy these things.
But you didn't watch. Kudos.
Like once I realized this thing.
Yeah.
After
Nice.
a little research.
Yeah. I remember I told you don't watch it.
Yeah, and I really took that like seriously.
Thanks. Thank you so much. Thank you.
I don't want to spend my money
on the stupid shit,
yes.
no?
Yeah.
On Ken and like Barbie
exactly.
and like. I wouldn't be surprised if I see someday on the roads of Bangalore or Bombay, Ranveer Singh wearing a Barbie dress and promoting Barbie.
He must have done it already.
Do you think he has done it already?
Maybe.
What a guy he is, dude. This is Bollywood. This Ranveer Singh.
I can understand why he does.
Why? What?
Because see, Bollywood has already like big heroes and there is nepotism going on. So he has to stand out and be unique to be where he is now. So if he was just like some other guy, people wouldn't look at it.
Give a fuck, yeah.
Yeah. So he's done what he's done to get his success.
I think you are probably a loser in life if you follow Bollywood heart by heart and look at these heroes and feel that they can influence your life, influence your career, and believe in them completely.
People's ideology on relationships is formed from Bollywood.
Exactly, you are a
People
loser.
apply Bollywood formula of relationships and love in their personal life.
I mean, when you're young, when you're 15, 14-year-old, it makes sense. But not when you're a mature adult
Like,
girl.
you know, they pay paparazzi to come to the location
What do
they're
you
going
mean?
to be at. and paparazzi comes there and they just behave like, oh, they're just there.
What do you mean?
Yeah, what is Urfi Javed doing? Where is she going in the airport all the time?
So she goes to the okay. I want to break. So she goes to the airport, dresses up in front of them,
Yes.
and paparazzi clicks them, and they go back home.
Probably.
They
Yes.
don't even
This
go.
is happening. Yeah, this is happening.
Bro, this is hell.
This is happening. Malaika Arora also like.
Why does she
all
walk
of them,
like
they
that?
call
What is?
paparazzi and they pay them to be there.
So what are you
There
telling
are
me?
some who don't do it. Like
I mean, I
maybe
know-
Shah Rukh Khan.
I know this was a rumor, but you think all actors, everyone pays these. Who watches such content? Who watches such content? I don't
See,
understand.
you don't even know Urfi Javed. Okay.
Who's that?
This girl who wears these weird clothes.
Oh,
stylish.
got it.
She wears
The
sleeves. She wears wires and all these.
the fair girl
Yes.
who wears random shit
Yes.
on her body, right?
Yeah.
My fucking god.
Yeah.
And why do people watch content by paparazzi?
People who are actually followed by paparazzi, they are followed. But people who like Rakhi Sawant and all these people who want to do something, who want to be seen in media to get opportunities, because when somebody's career goes dead, they do this kind of shit. They call the paparazzi and they do some nonsense on the roads or outside the airport, and they do some weird fashion. So their name is in the media for at least like a week then. People don't even know. If you ask them, they themselves will not know why they're following them.
Do you follow them? No.
No.
Yes.
I do not follow them. I do look at everybody and everything to understand what is going on.
Diplomatic way of putting it. You follow content.
To understand, I definitely do, to understand why somebody is doing the thing they're doing. Like Barbie also, I was kind of following it. First I didn't get, but then I was following it. It's what it is all about.
Yeah,
And then
very
I
lame.
realized.
Very lame.
Yeah.
Pretty lame.
Yeah.
And these are like soulless beings.
Like, see, all us people who are following Barbie core fashion and watching Barbie and buying Barbie products are just contributing to the stocks of this company.
Exactly, and they're getting
And we are the
rich.
people who ends up buying that stock,
Dumb people, like
isn't it?
the market has us by our balls, and I don't know. It's just so weird that we are still stuck in the. At least I know some of the friends. I'm not part of this loop, and some of my friends are also not part of this loop. We all want to become better versions of ourselves. We are trying to become better men because we are men. We are straight
We
men.
can't fully be out of the loop, but we can probably, we can figure out how to use the loop to your own benefit, because we are living in
What
a
do you
world
think
of
this is?
economics.
This is still a loop. We are still part of the loop.
In these
We are
four
recording
walls.
this and we are
Exactly.
putting it
All
out. We
these
are
things.
part of the loop.
We do need money to live in this current world that we're living in.
We are in Kalyug.
So yeah, we are in Kalyug. So certain things we have to do without a choice, and certain things we can try to reduce and avoid.
Speaking of Bollywood, do you know who's Ori?
Hey, yeah, there is this some guy.
Dude, yeah.
Kajol's
Exactly,
daughter,
exactly,
Lisa.
exactly.
She roams around with.
Yeah,
his
this guy
girlfriend
roams.
and-
This guy roams around with all these popular ladies in Bollywood.
Yeah.
Khushi Kapoor. What does this guy do?
I don't know. I'm wondering that too.
How is he hanging around with such people?
And now he's on Netflix. Did you know
What?
that? He's on Netflix. I just saw this 2 days back.
What do you mean he's on Netflix?
He's on Netflix. Netflix is making something.
So for people who don't know,
He's-
there is a guy called Ori. ORYY, I guess.
ORRY.
ORRY. What did I say? ORYY.
ORRY.
Okay, sorry. ORRY. So this guy hangs around with all popular celebrities.
Yeah.
He has a picture with Travis Scott. He has a picture with Kendrick Lamar. He was in the house of
But
Kylie Jenner.
Nobody knows who he is.
Huh?
Nobody knows who he is.
Nobody knows who he is. Nobody knows what he does. Probably a fucking guy loaded with a lot of money. His dad must be some huge businessman. Or he must have some secrets of
You
these.
should do your research then.
Yeah. Or he must have some secrets of the Bollywood actors. He must know
He
something.
would be destroyed if that was the case. Because he's one person and Bollywood is like so many people.
Huh.
So he would be destroyed by now if that was the case.
But I feel like he's onto something. Maybe he's doing. Maybe
He's probably fooling these guys. He could also be a con man. You never know.
There was a Netflix series. Have you watched it? There's a con man who goes around, fools women, and makes money out of it.
Is that Tinder swindler?
Yeah,
I
Tinder.
didn't watch it, but I
Tinder
just
swindler.
have a basic idea of what it is.
So it's basic. Do you think? But I don't think he can fool around because he's too popular now. So people will know about it. I think he's into something. Or else you don't have the money to go to what he is in all different islands. Whenever I like to go around Instagram, figure out what these guys do. I'm trying to figure out what he does, man. People talk about him. There's a interview of him. Have you seen? So there's there's an interview of him. She asks, "You're like working on yourself." He's like, "Yeah, I'm working on myself." And then he's like, "You do proper 9 to 5." He's like, "No, not that working. I do meditation. I do yoga.
Okay.
I take a massage.
Paise tumhara baap
Yeah,
ka.
paise tumhara baap ka."
I'm sleeping or I'm at work, I'm working very hard.
So you're like a proper 9 to 5 boy?
No, I meant I'm working like on myself.
Yeah, we want Ori on our podcast.
You want Ori on your podcast?
Yeah. Do you think he'll come in this 10 by 10
Yeah,
room in Yanahanka? What are you looking forward to in Bangalore for the next? Now you quit your job, you put down your papers, you've been kicked out of your house. The landlord.
No, I've not been kicked out of
Not
my
kicked
home.
out.
I moved out of my home.
You moved out. So where you in Kuksana?
It was my parents were not accepting that.
No, I'm
I
talking
can
about
move
this
out.
HSR house.
HSR?
The landlord wants you to move out.
Okay, yeah, they will need me to move out.
So how many days do you have for your next job?
I have not actively started looking at jobs. I
Huh.
did look at some career options that I don't want to be in marketing,
Huh.
and something which keeps me going. But I don't think I can put my heart into it because I know my heart is somewhere else.
Huh.
I want to have a business of my own, so I'm figuring out how to make that happen.
And why did you quit fashion completely? And
I didn't quit it, but I just took a break, kind of a thing, because, like I said, in Hyderabad, fashion is not really a good career. I mean, you need to be loaded if you want to pursue fashion.
why
you need to
is
have
that?
influence,
Huh.
because talent is not being chosen there. Influence is always being chosen over talent.
Influence where? In these
Like,
corporates?
who knows who they get hired?
Where do
for
people
the
work?
And the designers and people work for brands like fashion brands, fashion designers. Like, let's say Manish Malhotra, he will not be sitting and designing every garment that is going out in his label. There are people under him who will work, who will design, who will do the sketching, who will do a lot of things, and the outfit is happening, and he will have a marketing team, he will have a design team.
So all fashion
So-
graduates eventually go to this influence.
Yeah. They should
these-
either start their own label, their own business. They can either go towards mass production, like industries, like big brands. They can work for they can work in quality checking for all these brands who mass produce. They can design for them, or you can work directly under a designer, or you can start your own, or you can do fashion styling. There is fashion journalism.
Journalism.
Yeah, all these magazines and everything.
Basically, you're a content creator itself. If you're a fashion journalist.
Not really. You can work under magazines. You can go see what Alia Bhatt is wearing, who the designers buy, how long did it take to make it,
My
for what
God.
event she has made it.
Thank God you quit that, dude. Thank God.
My ideology on the fashion and the fashion industry when I graduated and now is like very different.
What is it?
Then I was like, oh, designing, fashion, it's so cool.
Like you're
it's
like.
so happening. It's like something fancy, that sort of a thing.
Huh.
It's also hard work, but I would like creating these beautiful things, pretty dresses, and I liked how fashion gives people confidence. Like,
Huh.
it just changes your whole look. people by your outlook, definitely some people are there who will not be affected, but there are some whose outlook, the way they look, the way they talk, it gives them confidence. If they're looking good, they might talk confidently.
True.
But if they're not looking good, people won't give them the attention.
True, 100%.
And it will affect their confidence and self-esteem. So I think it's more about enhancing your features, who you are, not changing. If it's changing, that fashion is not a good fashion. So fashion has to beautify you. You are beautiful. Enhance your beauty, I mean.
Yeah.
And so that was fashion for me. But the more I got into it, I realized that it will take me at least 2 years to get me a 6 lakh package.
Yeah, that was my next question. I might sound like broke brothers here now. So how much, broke brothers, right?
No.
You don't know. Yeah, these two guys who go on Church Street and put camera up their nose and ask what they do.
Yeah, there are a lot of people in Church Street who do that.
Really?
I have myself done that too.
What? You've done it?
Because I was working in social media marketing. So for that I have done that also.
What did you do?
I was going and asking random people questions about relationships, love.
What? Let's talk about that. What were the questions you were asking to? Our viewers definitely would be interested
I would ask them what is love for them. What makes a marriage work. If it's a married couple, I would ask them, what do you think makes a marriage work?
I mean, you're now in Bangalore, and how long has it been? A year now?
Yes.
When did we meet? Last September? November. So it's going to be a year, let's say, in the next one.
It will be a year.
So, as we were talking about dating culture and relationships, so for a woman in Bangalore, and out of a lot of creeps in India, a lot of creeps, right? And you have also had one of the worst experiences in Bangalore. So, whatever. I think you sent me a video of once what happened.
Yeah, there are creeps in Bangalore.
Yeah, there are a lot of creeps. In between all this, how would you want a guy to approach you? Because I've somewhere read, there's a documentary, there's a proper video, that where they say 85% of the women want to be approached and 90% of the men don't want to approach. That's a fact. So, let's say if you are single, I don't know if you're single, let's say if you're single, I think you are. So if you were single and let's say you're having a drink or something or wherever you are, how would you want a man to approach you? Do you want a man to approach you? Let's say you're open for a relationship and open to figure out. How do you think a girl living in Bangalore or living in Delhi or living in Bombay, anywhere in India, how should a man approach without being a creep? Because as a man, it's really hard, right? To approach a woman because there's so many fucking creeps out there. How do you want that?
I don't think this reflects with me. A man approaching me in a club.
No, not club. Okay, let's say you're in a wherever. Let's say in a cafe or.
I would totally avoid anybody, whichever way they're approaching me.
You would avoid.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want a man approaching you.
No.
Ever.
No.
Seriously.
Not ever. Like in places like clubs.
Where do you think a man should approach? Let's say a man wants to approach.
If somebody is interested in me, they can start with talking. Like, hi,
normally.
This is me.
Yeah.
What about you?
So.
Like, it starts with friendship. I think everything starts with friendship and then leads to a dating or relationship. So, approach in a way that you want to make friends with the girl.
First. Yeah. First, approach the way you want to make friends with the girl. And then you put down what you want.
Yes.
And then you figure it out.
And then she knows what's on the table. She knows to take it or not.
Yeah, so even approaching for friendship, it should be pretty natural.
Because when a guy will directly approach for like dating or relationship,
no,
that sort of thing is a big no.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about how would you want a guy to even approach you as a friend? Just be like, I mean, there should be.
Start talking.
Just start normal.
If she's not interested, just move away.
Yeah, that you have to understand it.
If she's not interested, she's not replying you or not looking at you. She's looking at her phone.
while talking to you,
Yeah.
looking at her phone while
And
talking to you.
she's just listening, and for the sake of it,
Huh.
you have to understand and stop it right there.
Yeah, I think guys can do that much. We are smart. Do dating
Not
apps?
all of them.
Not all of
Some
them.
people, I don't know, they know or they don't know. I don't understand. Even if they know the girl is not interested, they just keep pushing it and pushing
Like
it
what?
and pushing it.
Like,
The conversation.
huh?
And like it happened to me once at Be Animal only.
Seriously?
Like this guy's pushing the conversation so much.
Huh.
I just like had to get up and I'm like, hey, I'm leaving. Bye.
Yeah. You can
And
just.
he's like, are you staying here? Like, are you going to come back?
Huh.
Can I get your number? I said no. And I just walked up.
Do dating apps work? Do you know how the algorithm for dating apps are? Do you know? Have you ever been on dating apps? Never.
I've been on dating apps for research. Because
You're playing it safe.
I was working in a company which
Huh.
is related to dating and marriage.
Huh. So which app were you on? We'll beep it.
I was using.
Huh.
I was just doing research. And
It was
how
your
people
profile?
are. So the thing is, yes, it was my profile.
Yeah, for
Real
work
profile.
purpose.
Yeah.
For work purpose.
Yeah. But I made it look very original and very authentic.
Huh.
So yes. So
Huh.
on dating apps, the problem is people are not serious enough.
Like, yeah, I want to understand a woman's problem on dating apps. So you mean the guys are just looking for hookups? They just want to fuck.
Yeah, most majority of the people just want to fuck, or they don't know what they're doing in life, or they want to rebound.
Nobody wants love.
They want love, I think, but sometimes you are in a bad place after a breakup or something bad happens to you, and you just want the attention of somebody. You just want to talk to somebody, or they want to date. I think most of the boys on the dating apps are escaping from their reality and trying to make this space with a girl on this dating app where they can talk and they can get solace or compassion,
But what else
some
can
kind of attention.
Yeah, but what else can a guy do? Let's say we're single. Let's say me and Satvik are single and me and Jeevan are single. Like what?
I think any individual has to first work on themselves.
Yeah, it's very
You
easy.
cannot depend on somebody else for your emotional
Correct. Let's say working on themselves is like a not a 1 day process or a 1 month process, 1 week process. It's a lifelong process. You have to keep working on yourself. But throughout the journey, let's say I want a girlfriend. You've been in a relationship. I've been in a relationship. Satvik also wants a girl now. What should I do? Like I need to do something because we don't have a culture in India where we have speed dating or where we have women who are open to be approached. As you said, a lot of women are just slap. If a guy just goes and say, "Hey, I find you really pretty. Can I have your number?" They're just slapped. And what should men do? Because here, if you see in India, women have the ratio of women to men is, especially in cities, it's very different. It's another conversation. So for men to approach women, majority of the men are single and majority of the women are already in a committed relationship, married or taken.
Yeah, I see that too. Women are all taken and men are all single. How
Single.
is it possible?
And that's why there's so much demand for women, and that's why so many clubs and pubs you go. Yesterday me and this guy got an offer of some speed dating app. Girls have an entry of 99 rupees, guys have an entry of 1500.
That is marketing. They're using
Demand. Basically
they want girls to come
charges.
for cheap, and for the girls, boys will follow, right?
Exactly. So women are, most of them are
See, in today's world, men are where women are. Men go to places where women are.
exactly.
Okay?
So hard, Nikhila. Just think
So,
about it.
Like, let's go back to what people were doing without the dating apps.
Yeah. What were they doing?
What were they doing?
See, I found love in school, in college, and those things
It
continued.
happens in workplace.
Workplace, yeah. Workplace also a little dicey because of a lot of
Or it
complications.
has to be an arranged marriage.
Arranged
at the end
marriage.
of the day.
Exactly. So it's so hard. Like, what were people doing before dating apps? I think what people used to do is mutual friends.
Yeah, mutual friends. Socializing more will help, I think.
Even socializing where?
Friends, house parties, or trying to meet new people.
That won't
will
work.
help. Traveling should help, I think. Maybe you should go solo traveling.
I've done all that. I mean, it does help, but not a lot of sustainable relationship. We won't. The girl will be from some other state.
I'll tell you what, just do arranged marriage.
Nah, dude. That's not the. Look at them, smiling. Think about them.
I mean, you say you have tried everything, right? It should happen organically. The
I'm not
best relationships happen organically.
Organically. I'm not talking for me, but it's so easy to say, you know what? You can't find love. Love will happen to you. But
No, it's
till
not
love
that kind of
happens
a
to
thing.
you, you are all over the place, bro. How old do you think Satvik is? Take a wild guess.
19?
Huh? What the fuck? Seriously, how did you know?
He looks 19.
They were the 19-year-olds.
He doesn't look 19, but he does.
Yeah, he has a lot of beard. Huh? How old are you? 20. Yeah, he's 20. In his defense, he's a smart guy. Satvik has told a lot about Jeevan to me. Satvik and Jeevan, Satvik introduced me to Jeevan. I met Satvik when we were working out. So he's my gym buddy.
Ooh.
And we started doing this from there. So he had an idea, I had an idea. Like, it's all our work.
Cool, I hope it works out.
Yeah. See, men can find everything else apart from love. We can find podcasts, we can find all this. Apart from love, we can find it's so hard, dude, as a man. As a man, it's in India
I
especially.
think when you chase something, you move further apart from that.
Nikhila.
Yeah.
True.
So, I think you should just be and just keep doing what you're doing, work on your goal, work on your life, and let things happen to you.
Did you ever like my songs? Our songs.
Yeah,
What was
I
your
did.
what was your favorite song of ours?
Oh, that one. You're always on my mind, man.
Running through my mind, man. So Nikhila was one of the few people who loved my music a lot in the beginning, I guess.
Yes.
No? A lot of
I love
songs.
it now also.
You love it now.
Yeah.
Do you listen to it on Spotify? Not that much.
Now and then.
Now and then. What's your top Spotify playlist? Who do you listen to?
I don't use Spotify a lot. I'm like most of the time on YouTube.
YouTube.
Yeah.
What do you see in YouTube?
I'm watching some documentaries or something about spirituality, spiritual leaders talking,
Huh.
stuff like that.
You have now entered a whole spiritual world, no?
I'm a seeker. I think I can't master it yet. I just got into it.
You have a tattoo. Do you want
Yes.
to show the tattoo?
Yeah, I want to
Yeah.
show the tattoo, but I don't want to share the story though.
No, you should. It's like Shiv.
So
It's
this is
like
a trishul. This is a shell.
Huh.
These are waves.
Huh.
These are droplets.
Huh.
This is shivling.
Huh.
This is a moon, third eye, and the entire thing forms a trishul.
Trishul.
Yeah.
Trishul is like the gun for Shiva. It's like the
It's
weapon.
not gun.
What was your spiritual? What happened in Goa? Explain the story.
So yeah, I was in Goa. The first day I just got like so mesmerized by the beach. All that I did was I was on the beach. And then next day I just woke up. I was collecting shells walking on the beach. I just woke up and went to the beach directly. And I walked a long stretch collecting the shells, came back. I was playing with the sand. I just felt like building some sand castle. I was just playing with the mud, trying to build something, but I don't know why, but I made a shivling with the entire passage of that water and everything.
So like the passage coming in like this and then the shivling.
Yes.
And the water was coming through the shivling and going back.
No, it was not. There were no waves in that
Okay.
place. How will I build if there are waves?
Got it.
It will wash everything away. And I built the shivling and I decorated with the shells I collected. And then I just sat and I'm like, oh my god, this is so beautiful. And that's when a huge wave came and it just the water entered through that passage and filled up the whole thing. And then waves started coming only after I finished making the shivling.
Got it.
Until then, there are no waves.
So after that, it came through that passage.
Yeah.
At the exact moment.
Yeah. Like I just made it, I just sat there and the wave came.
Damn.
I was sitting in a place where there are no waves. Now the big waves started coming. So the water entered and it looked so pretty. It just filled up the entire thing and slowly everything submerged and it was like full positive vibes and everything. Let me get to the tattoo part. So we took booze. We're like, okay, let's just drink and sleep. We'll go back. And on the way, we found a place open. It was like kind of a restaurant and a cafe kind of a thing, bar. They're serving alcohol. But it seemed kind of shady. But then when we went inside and looked, there was like family crowd also there. So we sat there and he's giving us soda and glasses and everything. We didn't even ask for it. We ordered food and we're like, we're not buying booze. So he said, you can drink your booze here.
So he allowed you to drink your booze there?
We didn't even ask for it. He allowed us to drink our juice in his glasses, eating his food. Like all customers were also gone. It was like really late that time. He just kept the restaurant open for an extra hour just for us. We were drinking, we were eating. Then I was not thinking anything. We were just enjoying, living in the moment. We went back and I was just sitting, still drinking. I took my iPad and my pen and I'm just going through the entire day. It was like morning, I woke up, I collected shells. Then I made this shivling and suddenly these waves came out of nowhere. And
connecting all dots.
I was drawing these things also. Like
separately?
I'm talking these things, I'm drawing these things also separately. And I had breakfast that day at Om Shack. And then the wine shop guy's name was Maheshwar. And weirdly I connected these dots and I was drawing all these elements throughout the day. Of the moon and I was staring at the moon the entire way back, and I means the realization to not chase things, not tears also, like realization. Just live in the moment. Be conscious of what you're doing. Like the risk I was taking to get something was not, it could go really down south. And I realized these things and drew these elements and then I just merged them all. So I drew my tattoo.
And then you brought all of them together and merged it around this.
And I drew.
And that's yours.
So yes, finally, next day what happened was morning I was just sitting in the hostel talking to this random person. If they know any tattoo artist. I was never into tattoos. I never wanted to get a tattoo or anything else. It was random. So he said he knows somebody, a really close friend, and I checked him on Instagram. Good work. I'm like, okay, let's see, go talk to this person and see how long, how much will it take. So then I went to this tattoo artist and he said he'll polish this thing.
How much did you pay?
I paid like 4 to 5K.
That's pretty cheap for that. And it looks really good.
That guy was shipbuck.
Huh?
He was a shipbuck.
Who was in a shipbuck in Goa? But yeah, that guy was a shipbuck.
Yeah. So I told him I narrated this entire thing also.
Awesome, Nikhila. This was fun. I think, how much have we gone now? How many hours? 1 or 20. Lit. This was great. Thank you for being this is fifth episode. So this will go live probably on 27th of August.
Okay.
27th of August is gonna live. We'll do it again. I liked it. I want to do it with 2 or 3 more people. I get more friends, and we'll do some sort of an event or something. Let's see.
Sure.
Let's see how it goes. Awesome. Thank you.